Just like AI on steroids, we are using it all aspects of life, whether it is DALI or ChatGPT, Pilot. We are absolutely become kind of addicted fans of all these generative AI solutions. But then being a technologist or being an innovator or being students of AI, it is am I audible? I just want
You are audible, but there is a break in between. The voice is a little bit low,
uh,
but
network.
otherwise it's okay. I hope I am audible. I just want
Yes,
to
you are
confirm before even
perfectly
I start.
audible. I think that is more important than me being audible.
That's
I
that's
hope.
why I asked.
Okay, excellent. This is an amazing time, and early movers are the ones that who will lead the way of the kind of transformation which is happening in the AI field. And none of us are spared, whether you are from teaching a fraternity or a student or a data scientist or a marketer or a rocket scientist, whoever that you are, no one is spared. And we are so glad actually to bring this special webinar to each of you with Sriram Vasudevan, one of the expert. And more I speak to Sriram, I think I'm falling in love with how beautiful the world of innovation is. And Sriram has been, I'm sure some of you have connected already on LinkedIn. His I don't know how much I should introduce because this is his show. I don't want to come in between. But Sriram is a TEDx speaker. He's an innovator. He's an Intel ambassador, evangelist of technologies. He's a tinkerer. I think the number of patents is 14. But you know how many books he has written? 46 and more. 46 and more books, and he's still writing, right? I think we can't believe that people could. Low voice, everybody's telling low voice.
No, now it is better. Now
Okay,
it's better.
okay. Yeah, thank you so much. So this is an amazing interface that which we thought that Sriram would actually give you a very good overview. Whether you are a novice in AI or you are an expert in AI, I don't think anybody today says I am an expert in AI. Right? AI is kind of bounds and leaps. It is growing in all directions, and we are trying to catch up which part of it. Right? So those who are interested in this field, I'm sure today's session is going to be fabulous and fascinating. And Sriram has even planned a few demos. And I don't know how many of you are sitting with laptops and see whether you can work along with him. Otherwise, just watch and see the magic of generative AI. We are bringing cloud because if generative AI is on steroids, I think adding cloud to that, I think is making the speed of production and deployment maybe 10x more times. So since he is from Intel, he actually is going to also introduce you to Intel Cloud, which most of you may not be aware, but I think that's a good addition of your repo of knowledge. Along with that, he would definitely introduce Hugging Face, and because that's part of the generative AI, the platform that most of the GPTs are using, plus stable diffusion. I think he amazing. I mean, I'm just so excited for this webinar, Vasudev, Sriram, and then hoping that everyone will keep wherever you are. Please stop driving and listen to the webinar and make notes. We will come back. So this is going to be a little longer webinar. We will come back after an hour with your questions. So please post your questions on the chat, and let's begin. And Sriram, all
Sure.
yours.
Right.
Looking forward. Thank you.
I just want to thank you for the phenomenal introduction. Thank you very much, and all high praise. Thank you. I would like to know from the audience if you are able to hear me, because that's one thing that I would like to confirm before I start. Can you guys please confirm if my voice is good enough to go with in the chat?
Yeah, you are audible, you are visible. Yes.
Perfect. So visible, they may not like, but audible, yes, they should like. Right. So let's get into the generative AI on cloud. First and foremost thing that I'd like to convey here is, please do not get into a misconception that generative AI is tough if you're a beginner, right? I started this just before 1.5 years. Now I am teaching you. That much easier it is, that much resourceful the community is full of. And most importantly, right, Here, the problem is the problem of plenty. You need to identify the right resources for you to go ahead and to learn further. That's all. So I will teach you through today, or I will discuss with you today what are the things that are running around this generative AI. How are we going to tackle the requirements? How do we develop applications with generative AI? I'll show you a couple of quick demos. We'll generate some funky images. We'll see how we can really do it. And that's going to be real fun. I'll also get you free access to Intel Developer Cloud, Tiber Developer Cloud, and you can try it out later at your convenience whenever you are free. And I'm always available in LinkedIn, and I'm pretty active in YouTube. I'm pretty active in my emails. So I'll respond to you immediately as and when I receive any email. So we will go ahead and discuss. I hope I'm very clear. Yet again, I'm just confirming it. We'll get into the session. So what is this session, sir? Are you going to talk about generative AI at a bird's eye view, or is it just an awareness session, or is it deep research? No, I'm going to go into moderately technical content where you will see awareness, you will see bird's eye view, you will also get into more of technical contents as well. I'm not getting into deep research. Maybe based on the feedback that I receive from you guys, we'll plan another session maybe in a couple of months or whenever we get to do that. Let's get into the content. The agenda is to be presented to you very clearly. I'll just talk about the GenAI saga first. What's happening all around here? Why is it so much of noise around there? We all are using it. Yes, there is noise. LLM and GenAI connection. How are we going to establish the connect between LLM and GenAI? Then I'll quickly walk you through, not more than 2 minutes. I'll let you know how do we get registered with Intel Tiber Developer Cloud, which is free for you. I'll also show you the handful of resources that we have there. If you are a very beginner for the machine learning or deep learning or GenAI, the best problem that we all face is where to start learning. I'll give you a solution for that. Then I'll show you how exactly we can use the existing platforms to learn stable diffusion or simple things that are all around us for a long time now. And we'll see some excellent demonstrations. We'll also discuss the prompt engineering content. I'll show you the impact of prompt engineering. I'm going to feed in prompts into the stable diffusion content. I'll show you how exactly things vary when you give a right prompt. We'll discuss all those. And then finally, I'll also introduce you with Hugging Face. Some of you would be already familiar, but many of you might not know the fact that Intel has got a lot of contributions to Hugging Face. I'm going to show you how exactly in 10 lines you can build a chatbot. Just 10 lines. We have got neural chat engines available. We are going to pull that, and I'll show you how you can get a mathematics teacher or English teacher in front of you in the form of chatbot. Is it clear, concise? Can I have yes, no in the chat? I wish the chat section to be very, very active. And that way, right, I'll understand what's happening. So if you guys are active in the chat, I can see something here that it's very active. Right. What is generative AI? Very simple. It's again a subset of AI. I'll normally draw this circle. You can see that out here. AI is the first one. What is AI? Very simple. Whatever I do, if I can make systems do that, if I can make computers do that, I can call it AI. Simple. I'll give you a very simple example. I want to cross the road. What will I do? I'll see to the left. I'll see to the right. I'll see straight. Then I will cross the road if there are no vehicles. I have a camera, 360-degree camera. I have a processor inside. I'll make the camera turn to the left, capture the feed. It goes into the processor. I'll take straight feed. I'll send it to the processor. I'll take the right hand side feed, and then I'll let the engine go automatically based on the traffic situation there. I have a brain. I have my eyes. The system has a camera. The system has a processor. Both are very much synonymous. That's AI for you. That's all. Very simple, right? No. What is machine learning, sir? The next subset comes into AI is machine learning. Very simple. I'll take deep learning and machine learning together, and I'll explain you in a very simple way. If you are a beginner, if you are a novice learner, this example will help you even in clearing the interviews, and I'm very certain about it. I am going to identify apple and orange, right? I have a conveyor belt where apples and oranges keep coming. My task is to pick the apple and put it in the apple basket, pick the oranges and put it in the orange basket. That's all. Now, what my boss tells me is, see, Sriram, this is apple. He shows me apple in and around. He tells that this is how apple looks like. And he also picks orange and he shows me that, Sriram, this is orange. And now your duty is to pick up apple and orange and put it in the corresponding baskets. That's all. What did my boss do? He trained me. Well, with what he trained? He trained me with the apple's image and orange image. What I have a brain. What the system has? The system has a processor. The system has learning ability. So we will train it. Now what happens? The camera will keep seeing the conveyor belt. When it is apple, apple will be plucked and put in into apple basket. Orange will be put into orange basket. If banana comes in between, I don't even care because my boss did not tell me what to do. Simple. This is machine learning. I am going to do the tasks which are going to be repeated. If the input is this, the output is this, and if it is married already, there is no change in that. I can go ahead with machine learning. It's kind of avoiding human intervention where things can happen easily without much pressure. I'll give you another simple example. It's very cloudy here in Coimbatore from where I'm talking to you. When it is cloudy, and the first thing my wife says is, "Go ahead, pick the cloths." So how does she know that we have to pick cloths, or how does she know that it's going to be rain? Simple. From the childhood, her mother, my mother, everybody, we are telling that it's going to rain and it is cloudy. That's all. This is very consistent and this is not going to change ever. So this is machine learning for you. I'll train if the input is this, if the output is going to be this, and this is going to be consistent forever, we will go for machine learning. Simple. All of you can understand? I need yes, no in the chat, okay? So please put it up so that I will be active myself. Now, coming to next, sir, what is deep learning? Very simple. My boss comes with a different problem statement now. He says that, Sriram, I have got a lot of apples coming in, but there are some apples which are appearing to be rotten. So we need to pick that rotten apple and probably keep it away, or you can cut the rotten portion and we can consume it locally for ourselves. Apple cannot be thrown; it's pretty expensive. So what I do is I now use my brain. I have to use my brain. I'll pick the apple. For example, this is the apple. I'll start seeing it this way. I'll see where the color changes happen. I'll press it. I'll see if there is a little bit of moisture, if there is a weakened structure outside, and then I'll identify that this is rotten. That's all. I'll throw it away, or I'll cut it later and then consume it. The best portion of the apple will be consumed. What did I do now? Very simple. I analyzed it. When I say that I analyzed it, what did I use? I used my brain. What do you mean by brain? It means neurons. Very simple. Wherever you are going with neural networks for identifying, for coming up with a decision, we can call it deep learning. Simple. Got it, all of you? Now we are going to the next level. What is it, sir? Generative AI. Very simple. I'll take another example and then I'll tell you how exactly generative AI works. But before I get into the definition of generative AI, I want to know if things are pretty clear here. I just want to see in the chat. Is it clear? Can I go ahead in the same pace? Okay, perfect. I think everybody is okay with the voice. Everybody is okay with perfect. Right. Is it interesting? Can we make it in the same way? Perfect then. Good. So I'm going back to the slides. Just wanted to confirm, otherwise it will look really odd. Right. Sir, why should I learn generative AI, sir? What's there for me to learn generative AI? Why are you forcing me, or why are people talking so much about generative AI? I will tell you a very simple example. We know a very popular photo editing company, photo editing software tool creator. I don't want to name it, by the way. So you know the company. They've got 43,000 plus employees. On the other side, Midjourney is a startup with 11 employees. It's a generative AI company. The task that these guys have done with 43,000 plus employees are being done with 11 employees and very minimal number of superb advisors. And that's possible through generative AI. Generative AI is superb in terms of providing you support to achieve things which can be done so easily, which can be done with accuracy, which can be done at unimaginable speed. You can ask me questions, sir, is it going to take my job? No, it's not going to take your job. It's going to make your job easier. If you know how to use generative AI, you are going to be the best in the race. You are going to definitely be benefited. So don't get scared of generative AI. Instead, go accept generative AI as it is, learn, start using it, and that way you will certainly be benefited. You will definitely leverage the technology when you learn generative AI, and you can do more personalized solution. You can improve the solution's effectiveness easily with generative AI, and I have no second opinion about it. Now, sir, you did not define what is generative AI. Yes, I did not. But before I get into the definition and to connect it with LLM, I wanted to also talk about what are all the limitations and risks that we carry with generative AI. So we're talking always high about Gen AI, right? Yes, I'm a Gen AI evangelist, so I have to do that. But I also have to tell you the gray area of the gray limitations of generative AI. The first one is all the answers that are given by your ChatGPT or Gemini or anything, any LLMs, any generative AI solutions may not be 100% accurate. They can hallucinate, right? It is based on the training data. The training is all about the available data with you, which is historical. So when you ask a question which is going to be future, if the engines give you answer, that could be a hallucinated reply, that could be a vague reply, but the engine will reply you in such a way that you will find it extremely confident. It's like you recruiting a person as an intern and he's very enthusiastic in the day one. He may not know the entire setup of the company, but he will want to answer every question very enthusiastically. He will not realize that he is giving wrong answer, but because of enthusiasm, he will give answer. Same is the case. Some LLMs may fail. That's why there is a disclaimer when it comes very clearly. You can see that the answers may not be accurate. We request you to verify. That's the disclaimer. Like mutual funds are subject to market risk. You need to really go ahead and check the validity of the answer. Second, the context length is something that is to be looked into. 4K and 8K context window is normal windows, but when you go for longer context window, if you really want a longer context, that's going to be trouble. Next is bias. Generative models can really be a reflection of the biases that are included in the data set that you are using for training. For an instance, I am creating a software. For example, you are creating a software. You are building it from South India. You may not consider what's going to be East India, what's going to be North India, what's going to be other parts of the country, and how are they going to use this product. You might probably be connected to only the region that you are working from, and you might forget the sentiments, you might forget the customs, you might forget the emotions of people who are from other regions. So in that case, you are biasing yourself and your product to one region. This can happen very well in any product that you are designing. So you have to be careful. And on the other side, whenever you are generating any data from LLMs, from ChatGPT or any such kind of engine, we need to be careful about the IP rights. So who generates the content, on what basis the content is generated? Is it a copyrighted content? Is it a violated content? We need to really look into all those aspects. And that's one very important point that I want you to look into. And very, very important point out of all this is relevance of the answer. Sometimes the answer might be outdated. Sometimes the answer might look like very relevant, but it may not be. So please check it up and you need to select appropriate answers whenever you are using LLMs. And finally, last but not the least, sir, I have a lot of programming ability. I have a lot of time. Can I go ahead and build my own LLM? I'll tell you very simply, it's not easy to build. It's hard and expensive. So you mean to say that we cannot build? No, you can build. It's expensive. You need GPUs, you need compute power, you need everything. And that way it's going to be really, really expensive for you. So what I suggest to you is if you have an LLM already available, go fine tune it and use it. But if you are having the resources, well and good, you are lucky, go ahead and try your luck. Now comes the definition of generative AI. I did not define it till now. So we are going into two types of deep learning models. Fundamentally, there are two types of deep learning models. One is called discriminative model. The second one is called generative model. So what is it, sir? Very simple. Discriminative model is very basic, where I will take thousands of cat images, thousands of dog images. I'll train my system, and the system will be able to classify when I give a new input as a cat image or dog image the next time that this is cat and this is dog. I have trained the system with thousands of cat, thousands of dog images. Now I'm feeding in a new input. The input is a cat. The system will clearly classify. This is called discrimination. The cat is being discriminated from the dog. That's all. This is called discriminative model. On the other side, what is generative AI, sir? Very simple. I am training the system with the model with thousands of cat images, but I feed in an input saying that please generate a new cat image or a cat image which has got a longer tail white in color, and the entire body of the cat should be brown in color. The eyes should be reddish, and some features you can mention. What it will do is it will be able to generate new image for you. Instead of just classifying, it is going to generate new content. The content is getting generated newly for you based on the training that you have given. It is also based on training, but we are getting newly generated. So that is called generative AI. Now let's define generative AI. What is generative AI? Very simple. Generative AI is all about generating content. We are going to generate content. It's going to utilize the deep learning algorithms, the transformers, all these things to generate new content. They are trained on massive set of data. It's really massive. You cannot get ChatGPT doing this many wonders without having a massive amount of data for it. So we are going to generate output. We are going to get output which are human acceptable. We are going to get output which are in concurrence with your thought, and it should not be deviated from what you can understand. So all these are being done with generative AI. So to make it very simple, it's going to generate content for you. It's going to generate content based on the training that you are giving. So overall, generative AI is going to generate something. Sir, what are all the things it can generate, sir? We cannot really, as Shinu said in the beginning, generative AI is growing every day. Is there something that it cannot do? I do not really think so. So we have got everything done by generative AI, and we are getting everything generated by generative AI these days. It's generating videos, it's generating pictures. We are going to show you some demos which are going to be very, very exciting for you. And generative AI is getting boundless in terms of its capacity. Is it scary? Yes. If it goes to wrong hands, it's scary. I'll talk about that as well. But again, we have to go through all those and we'll get ethical AI coming into play there, where AI with ethics is going to save all of us. Right. What is LLM, sir? Very simple. LLM is a model. It's a model. We have got a model available. We can use the model and we can build our solution. So can you give me an example? GPT 3.5, whatever we are using. GPT 4.0, whatever we are using. All those are LLMs. You can take it that way. They are the models that we are going to use to build a solution which can be a simple chatbot, a simple example. These models are built with multiple deep learning techniques. It is mostly dependent on transformers. We'll talk about transformers a little later if time permits. But otherwise, transformers are the things which are like deep learning architecture only, which will be used readily for you, and you can go ahead and build your own models, and you can call it as LLM. That's it. So this LLMs will help you in generating real content, generating real-time content with high degree of coherence, complexity, and contextuality. Most importantly, it should not be out of context. So it will generate that. So LLM is simple. It is a model. So the models can be used to build your ChatGPT kind of applications. Whenever you are pulling LLM, you can build GenAI applications. That's all. Right? You got it, all of you? Am I clear and concise? Right. Let's get into the next one. What are the types of LLMs, sir? There are two types of LLMs fundamentally. I'm not going in depth into further discussions. I'm just classifying it at surface level, but this is enough for you. Now, to clearly understand it, there are two types of LLMs. The first one is the base LLM. The second one is the instruction tuned LLM. The base LLM is like you at first year of your engineering. You have joined a college, say for example, you have taken admission in one of the universities, and that's the first day of your engineering. You are getting into it, and the first day I'm interviewing you. I'm seeing you in the gate and I'm asking you, uh, tell me about what are all the courses that you are going to study and what are all the things that we will learn in the laboratory and what do you think as the scope of this course. All these questions I'm asking you. You may not be able to answer all the questions on the day one because you did not get sufficient training and you are very raw on day one. You may answer one or two questions, but you may not be able to give the complete answer as I expect on the day one. But what is instruction tuned LLM? I train you further. I give you time. The fourth year, when you complete your degree, I'm coming to you. I'm asking you, what are the courses did you study, my dear friend? What do you think? Which course is most important for you? How did you enjoy this course? Which course is going to be the career? Which course is going to be the future? All these questions I'm asking you. That day, you will answer more enthusiastically. Why? Very simple. You have already learned. You have learned from your friends. You have learned from your peers. You have learned from your teachers, and you got trained. An LLM without training or minimal training is base LLM. An LLM with training, with more training, with refined training is called instruction tuned LLM. That's all. And this is a very fundamental point, so please remember. Now, what is a prompt, sir? I will have to talk about prompt here. If not, the generative AI session is not complete. A prompt is a command. Prompt is an instruction. I'm going to a classroom, right? I'm asking a student to get up. Now that's the prompt I give him. Now I'm asking him to sit. That's a prompt I'm telling. That's it. So I give an instruction to the GenAI engine that this is your prompt. Please obey. That's it. More the prompt is detailed, more the prompt is better, you will get better results. It's like I need to be proper with you for you be to be proper with me, right? Otherwise, you will not be really good with me. If I'm not asking you right questions, you may not give me right answers. The question should be asked right. Same is the case. Goes well with the Chat GPT as well. So you need to really handle it in a way that you are asking the right questions. Prompting can be of two types. Very simple prompt. I need one line answer. Tell me a joke for the day. I'm really stressed. Give me a joke. It will give you a joke. Now you can make it a little more interesting. You can say that, see here, I want to learn English. So can you become my English teacher? You need to correct my grammar mistakes. You can start asking the question first. And most importantly, if I'm not answering questions well, you please go ahead and encourage me with some stories. If I'm answering all the questions right in the beginning, make the questions complicated. If I'm not answering questions continuously well, you mix match the question tough and easy levels. You can give all these kind of instructions, and that way the engine will obey and it will become your teacher. That's all. What is prompting? It's an input. What kind of prompts are there? Two kinds are there. One is simple, another one is detailed. There are further subsections are there. Don't worry about it. Just learn the fundas. The fundas, two types. That's it. I have given a simple screenshot from ChatGPT where you can understand how exactly the detailed prompt as well as simple single line prompt works. Right? Is it clear? All of you? Let me stop sharing and let me ask this to the participants. Is it clear? All of you? Can I go ahead in the same pace, friends? Is it interesting? I'm not boring you guys, right? Perfect. Good. I'm getting a lot of yes, which means I'm doing good. Otherwise, people will say no straight away. All right, we'll get back to the business. Great. Uh, Let me go to full screen mode. All right, right. What are the types of prompting, sir? I'm getting a little deeper into it. If you have questions, right, friends, please keep your questions in the chat. Or at the end of it, I think Shinu ma'am will be able to ask me the questions after she gets the collection of it, and I'll be able to answer all of them. If I do not know, I'll check and let you know. Okay. So disclaimer put right now strongly. There are three types of prompting. I'll give a simple example. I'm meeting you for the first time. For example, I'll take Dr. Shinu. I have met her for the first time. I'm asking her right away, can you tell me about protocol, for example, IPv6? I'm asking her, what will be your reaction? She'll think what kind of person he is. He's not even asking me, who are you, how are you, what kind of work you are doing. And straight away, he's asking a question. And if she knows about IPv6, she'll still answer me. She will still give me an answer, but she might not be really happy answering me. Correct? Simple, right? All of you can understand. Now comes the next part. I talked to Dr. Shinu for about 10-15 minutes. I understood what is her background. I understand what is she doing. And then I ask a question about marketing and management. Then she will understand that this question is very relevant. I have set the context to her. Very clearly, I have set the context. She'll be very happy in answering me the question. The first type of questioning is called as zero shot prompting. The second type of questioning is called few shot prompting. I ask a question directly. I did not set any demonstration. I did not give you any time to understand. You are going to give the reply. If you give the reply well and good, that's fine. I'll take it up. If you are not giving the reply, that's also fine because I did not give you time to understand what is my expectation. I did not set proper guideline or proper brace for it. So that's going to be a problem. That's called zero shot prompting. But on the second side, what did I do? I spent about 15-20 minutes with her. I spoke to her very clearly. I then got to understand her very clearly. Then I asked a question. She will be able to process it and she will give me a nice answer. This is called few shot prompting. And there is something called as chain of thought. This is very, very important. So please remember, I'm zooming it up. Now, ChatGPT or any engine for that matter is not born brilliant. They give you a lot of data, but still there is some challenge which is connected to it. I'm going to give an input to it. I'll also give a sample output. Now, what happens is I am throwing an input. I am giving a sample output. And next time when I ask a similar question, it should be able to give the answer based on my previous answer. I'll repeat. I will teach you how to get the answer for 1 plus 2. I'll tell you the answer is 3. Now I'll ask you what is 3 plus 5 plus 7. You are expected to give me an answer. That's all. Let's see this. Roger has 5 tennis balls. He buys 2 more cans of tennis balls. Each can has 3 tennis balls. How many tennis balls he has now? The answer is 11. But I have given it very blunt. I told very straight to ChatGPT that this is 11. Now I ask a similar question to it. The cafeteria had 23 apples. If they used 20 to make lunch and bought 6 more, how many apples do they have? Now the answer is 27. What is the answer actually? 23 minus 20 is 3. 3 plus 6 is 9. But it gave me the answer as 27. How is it possible? It's wrong. So this is where we need to think about. When you are teaching your son or daughter or your brother, when you say right away 1 plus 2 is 3 and you will not say how to compute it, we will say this is 1 and this finger it is 1 plus 1. So we will compute it together and it's 3. This is the way you say, right? Same is the expectation from these engines. You need to clarify how the computation has been done. This is called demonstration. I have to demonstrate it perfectly in such a way that the system can understand and it can compute the same way in future. Now see this here. My answer is like this. Roger started with 5 tennis balls. Two cans of 3 tennis balls will make it 5 plus 6, 11. The answer is 11. The cafeteria had 23 apples. If they used 20 to make lunch and bought 6 more, how many do they have? Now the answer will be 9 perfectly. Why, sir? I explained perfectly. I gave the demonstration perfectly. And so the reply will be perfect. Very simple. Did you all understand? This is a very important point. This is called chain of thought prompting, right? Chain of thought. They call it COT. There are multiple subtopics around it, but for the want of time and again at the very beginner level, I don't think we need to break our head so much. So this understanding is good to go. Now, sir, where will I learn all this, sir? Where will I go ahead and learn programming? Do we have any options? Yes, we have options from Intel. Now I'll walk you through the registration process as well. It's pretty fantastic and it's easy to do. You need to use the Intel Tiber Developer Cloud, where you have CPUs, GPUs, FPGAs, everything available for you. We have got one API already available inside. So what is one API? If you do not know, I'll quickly give you upfront information. One API is Intel's software package or platform, you can call it, where we have optimized software available. You know TensorFlow? We have got Intel optimized TensorFlow. You know PyTorch? We have got Intel optimized PyTorch. You know Python? We have got Intel distribution for Python. They will all run fine because we have optimized it in such a way that it can run fine on the Intel hardware and even other hardwares from other companies. And you can use all of them when you get into Intel Tiber Developer Cloud. That's all. We call it Tiber Developer Cloud, right? Now, this developer cloud can be accessed very easily and you need not set up anything. There is no pip install that, pip install this and that. It's going to be very easy and very straightforward. It is the ready to use deployment and development environments which are available. You can access the latest of Intel process available there. But only thing is you have got different tiers of services. I'll talk about it and you can access that. What are all the toolkits that are available? What are all the hardware that are available? You have the base toolkit available, which has got everything inside it. Rendering toolkit. You are an AR, VR person. Rendering is available. High performance computing, it's available. All these are pre-packed and preloaded. And coming to AI foundation models, you've got Hugging Face Bloom available, Meta AI Llama 2 available, Stable Diffusion available. I will walk you through. All these are pre-packaged there, and that way it's going to be really very easy for you to come and pick up something and start working from minute one. You need not go break your head as in what do I set it up right now? How do I get it up and running? What are all the kind of pip installs that I need to do? What are the prerequisites? All those are real problems which we are avoiding. We have got Intel extension for scikit-learn, Intel extension for deep speed, 1DNN, 1DOL, all this as I told you. Whatever fundamental software that you are using, package that you are using, libraries that you are using, all those are optimized and they are available. So there are multiple hardware available, GPUs, CPUs, Gaudi is coming shortly. So we have that all those things available and you can purchase and use as well. That's where I'm coming to next. We've got three options. Sir, I'm a student, I'm a professor. I need to learn fundamentals. Where do I learn? Who gives me materials? Go register for free. I'll show you how to register. You will get the complete materials. You can learn, you can access the CPU, GPU, all those things on shared basis. You need not pay anything. You will get 27 days of access, after which you can extend it for 3 months if you are using it. No, sir, I want to really do something nice. I want a dedicated access for me. Go for premium access, where you need to pay money, take the thing done. And on the other side, sir, I run a startup. I have a company with me. I need more resources. Where do I go about it? You can go for enterprise registration, where you get more support, 24/7 platinum support, premium support is available. And you can use CPU, GPU, AI accelerators, everything. Having said that, it's time that I need to take you through the registration process. Then I will take you through the simple examples that I'm going to show you. Just stay tuned. Is it clear till now? Any questions till now? Any questions? Any questions?
Questions. There are questions. I think that is quite simple.
Okay, then we will take it up in the end of it.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes, we'll
Perfect.
take it.
Is it good till now? Can we go ahead the same speed?
Perfect. Very exciting. Perfect.
Very nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a browser right now. and I will walk you through the registration process. I will show you how exactly you can access. Then I'll show you an example. I see a lot of cricket news, so unfortunately the cricket news will pop up. You can't avoid it. So console.cloud.intel.com is the website. So you got to go there. Once you get in there, it's 1 minute for you to register. Just 1 minute. I'm not exaggerating. So it will get loaded. Once it gets loaded, you have create an account option. Just click create an account option. I'll type this link in the chat. Don't worry. You have to give your email ID, first name, last name, language preference, country, region, password. That's it. Verify your email. You will get a 6-digit PIN which will come to you. Once you verify, that's all you are done. You got the access. I'll type this link with you. You need not try right now, try later. I don't want you to lose track. So console.cloud.intel.com. Right? So I've just typed the link, and this is the link. Don't try right now, I said. Please don't try. Wait. So console.cloud.intel.com. You just remember that this is the page where we need to go. Okay. Now, sir, I have registered, sir. What next? I will take you through that. This is the page that you will get once you have registered. This is called as console home. What do you mean by that, sir? Very simple. Every cloud service, take Amazon, take Intel, take Google, they will have a console home page. There is where every information will be available. So we are going to have the same thing here, nothing different. So we have got the console home available here. Now, what do we do, sir? What are the things available here? You can see in the left-hand side, I have a hardware catalog. It shows me what are all the available hardware options for me as core compute services. It shows what are the compute instances that you can buy. What are the instance groups that are available? Currently, I am not using an official account. So you will have to register and you can see all the available services. So file storage options. This is a dummy account that I'm using. Now, if you see that, I have got something called as training here. This is my most important component that I'd like to talk about. Now, if you see this, we have got the AI training materials available here. You can see this, the AI training material. If you are a HPC guy, we have got a HPC content available, SQL. If you are a GenAI person, GenAI contents are available. If you want to learn augmented reality, virtual reality rendering, this is available. Sir, what is this, sir? Very simple. This is the collection of complete materials prepared by Intel along with PPT, samples, code, everything for you. We have integrated Jupyter Notebook for you, and you can go ahead and start using Jupyter Notebook right from minute one. So can you show machine learning using one API? Very simple. I click that link where the demonstrations and details will be there. Just go ahead and click launch Jupyter Notebook. It will launch the Jupyter Notebook parallelly in a tab, right? As you can see, I already launched it, so I'm not relaunching it. I'll show you where I have launched. So this is the tab that you will get. And I hope you can see the moment you launch it, you will have these kind of stuff available with you on the left-hand side, big data and training. This is by default available for everybody. Now click this training. Inside that you have got AI, HPC and rendering kit. Go to AI, you will have fundamentals of machine learning. That is introduction to machine learning. You've got generative AI, everything. So sir, what are the contents available? I'll show you. You need to wait. Can you see this? This is clear, all of you? Can you say yes, no in the chat? Now, if you see this, this is the first thing. You got the content there. Now you got something called as plus here. Can you see there is a plus button which is available? When I click that, it will take me to something called as launcher. This is the launcher. What do you mean by that, sir? I told you some time back, if you could recollect, you need not set up anything when you come to Intel Developer Cloud. In the sense, you need not really go ahead and do a pip install that, pip install this, and all those things. It's going to be really, really simple. I want to work on simple Python. Click this Python 3. It will open a Python kernel for you. That's all. You can see that the kernel chosen is Python. Sir, I want to work on PyTorch, sir. Just select PyTorch. This page will become, this notebook will become PyTorch enabled notebook. So the environment that you have chosen and set up is PyTorch. Sir, I want TensorFlow, sir. I love TensorFlow. I appreciate your love. Go ahead and click TensorFlow. Now it is a TensorFlow environment. So what I mean to say here is, when you click this plus button, you will get plethora of options for you, which will enable you to choose the environment that you want to work without much hiccup. It's going to be pretty straightforward and easy. And on the other side, you've got consoles available for you for the same thing. Sir, do we have VirtualBox available? Do you have any VMs available for Linux? Just click this terminal. You will get into a Linux also. So I am getting the Ubuntu loaded right now. Uname hyphen a. I'm sorry. When I type it, there is a spelling mistake. Now see this. I have a Linux VirtualBox available with me. All these come with you very easily with the Intel Tiber Developer Cloud. Is it clear, all of you? Got it? Perfect. Now, I'm getting into introduction to machine learning. Sir, what's available there, sir? If you're a professor, you will fall in love with this and you will send me a thank you email. This is your complete syllabus for your machine learning. This is the complete syllabus for your machine learning. Now I'm going to take supervised learning and k nearest neighbors. Click that. There is a PDF available there. Click it. There is a notebook file available there. Click it. And if you see that the PDF will be loaded, and this PDF will take time to load because it is 85 pages PDF. Before that, we will go into the notebook. The complete learning that you need from the supervised learning and the k-nearest neighbors is presented here along with sample code and Q&A. So you take any chapter for that matter. For example, I'm going to logistic regression. There will be IPynB file, and you will have the content taught here, and you will have the sample code. The complete code will be available for you. So if you're a student, if you're a teacher, go start exploring. There is no better way you can learn things. I'm serious. And this PDF, I'll try to see if this is a lightweight PDF. And the PDF that you have here is prepared by Intel, and that's going to be phenomenal material for you. It's going to be very easy for you to learn and understand and use. We have taught it, we have created this material, understanding that there is a lot of demand for good learning materials, and we have put in our complete effort to get you this. The complete topics, all the 11 topics, whatever I'm talking about, till the dimensionality reduction, which is advanced machine learning, you can call it that way, is all available. Can you try it out at your free time? I think my internet is a bit slow, so loading takes time. I'll see if I can close this and show you. Let it get loaded. I wanted to show you the PPT. So try it out. This is something amazing. Now come to next one, GenAI. Sir, you spoke about GenAI. You said that you'll show some examples. Yes, I still stand by that. We'll get back to this. PPT always helps. Have you ever wanted to see if you can generate an image where you can make an astronaut ride in the Mars on the horse? Yes, we can do that. It is possible, and we are going to generate these kind of superb images with Stable Diffusion. Stable Diffusion is a very simple, easy to use, available model for you, where you can generate anything creative, and it's really boundless. You can go ahead and generate content the way you wish, and it's going to be real fun. I'll show you a couple of examples. You can give an input prompt as a photo of an astronaut riding horse on a Mars. It will generate for you. Sir, this is text to image. Can I have image to image? Yes, we can have text plus image to image also. The input is a zombie running through woods. Plus, I add on an image. The image shows that I have got a jogger jogging, and the input says that I need a zombie. So now these two will be combined, and you get a new image out where it will be zombie, but the features of the image still are retained. Can you see that? This is all possible. Sir, I don't trust you, sir. I want to see the example. Where is it? I'm going to show you the example, and it's going to be real fun. Just see the way I'm using the prompting. It's going to be real interesting. I'll walk you through the complete process. And before that, is it clear till now? I have 227 people listening. It's a good number for me. I'm really happy. Now, when you go into training, there is a folder called as GenAI. Inside that, we have so many examples available. Don't worry about this untitled files and all. They're all mine. I keep writing a lot of codes. So let me delete it for your convenience. Now, if you see that there are codes which are available like text to image, I'm going to take it as an example. This code is very well written where we have used Stable Diffusion, and we have explained you line by line as in how do we convert the input text to image. We have used the model called as text to image model, and this is based on the pre-trained content. We have a pre-trained model, Stable Diffusion, I say, right? Then what do we do is very simple. We are using PyTorch for this. You can see that I have selected PyTorch. You did not buy any CPU instance, you did not buy any GPU instance, but at the same time, you are getting shared access here. So you are learning with GPU, you are learning with CPU as required, but on a shared access. So what do I do is I run this code right now for you in front of you. Each line of the code is very well explained, and you can see that the command lines are given very nicely as well. I'm going to run it in front of you, and I will give you the output right now. I am just running it. It's a text to image model, and I have created a very simple, easy to use interface. This is a interface that we have created where you can see that I have to feed in the prompt, right? If I feed in a simple prompt, for example, a bike with a guy, and I want to generate two images. When I click generate images, that's all. It is going to generate image for me, but I'll tell you the importance of correct prompting. That is where I'm heading to. It is generating. I need a break as well. I'll drink some water. Almost 45 minutes non-stop I have been talking. It's super fast, right? That's all it is generated. A bike with a guy. This is what is generated newly. So for it, the bike is cycle. So bike with a guy is generated. You can see that these two are generated. We can see output here, and it's generated before 14 seconds, 23 seconds. You can see that. So just to prove you that it's generated now, you need not think that it's generated sometime back. This is not nice, right? But it is generated. It's not very good. So what do we need to do, sir? My prompting skills are to be improved. What do you mean by that, sir? I'll show example. Now what I do is I have collected some prompts. I'm going to give you that. Then I will show you. Let me delete all these previous things so that you will realize that this is all done right now in front of you. And that will give you some super exciting confidence. Let me go to this. So the prompt that I'm going to give is very simple. A hyper-realistic avatar of a guy riding on a black Honda CBR 650R in a leather suit, high detail, high quality, 8K photorealism. So what did I tell? I have given all the inputs in detail for a simple reason that the machine is as good as you and me. So I need to give it. So I need to generate here. I'm sorry. Yeah. So what I'm that's a next example. I went there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate three images out here. So generate images is what I have clicked. Now see the difference in the quality that we can bring on the table. That's the most important aspect. Let it run. Before that, I'll see if this PDF is loaded. I'll show you the PDF from my local PC right away. It is generated 3 seconds ago. Now see the quality, you'll be stunned. Nice, no? It can be kept as desktop wallpaper. Amazing, right? Is it good? I need some exciting reply here. Come on. Otherwise, Friday evening, think about it. Right? So it's fantastic, right? Can you see? So when you give a right prompt, I repeat, if your prompts are right, your output will be right. I'll show you one other example of the same model. So this can be tried locally within you as well. So I'm going to generate a maximal Game Boy console, but I have given a lot of details, sharp focus also I'm telling. So I've given hyper realistic, Neo, Rococo. I mentioned all the details of the Game Boy console. See the way it is getting generated. It's all fun, serious fun. And for us to draw this, how long will we need? Oh, sorry, I put it here. Second time I did a mistake. I'm sorry. I have to explain you that before I go for it. So I'm stopping it right away. I'm generating it here. That's a different example. I did not tell you what it is. So there is no point in running it there. Now it's generating. It takes very less time. So first image is generated. Second image will come shortly. Third image is getting generated. And you can see it's a Game Boy console. Beautiful, right? Lot of detailing has happened. You can see the image generation quality. So this is something amazing. So I trust you like it, right? All this happened with Stable Diffusion. How many lines of code, sir? We'll discuss that as well. I'll show you something different where we'll still have number of lines lesser. So try this out. Whenever you are free, right? Go ahead and try this out. The next one is going to be pretty interesting. Sir, you are giving input and it's generating. You said that you can give input image as well as with that image we can generate new content. Yes, I'm going to feed in input as image plus text. The image is available in this Git location. I'll show you what's the image. This is the image. Plus, I'm going to give the prompt now. Let me take the same first prompt, whatever I have given, the Honda CBR thing. I am giving an input, which is a prompt plus an image. This is an image. See that? See the background, see the color, see the features. And now I'm generating a new image. Let's see if I'm getting. See, I got new Honda. I got new Honda. The background color is pretty much related. Can you see this? The background color, whatever I have here, the features of this image is pretty much available here, but my prompt is respected. Can you see? So this is image to image plus text also being fed in as input. Exciting, right? Try it out. All these are fun. I mean, learning, all these are very, very simple. The code is very simple. It's not going to take much time. Having said that, sir, you said that you will talk about Hugging Face. Hugging Face is amazing. I'm telling you, I'm falling in love with Hugging Face. Everything has become simpler there. You do not know what is even Hugging Face, go to huggingface.co, where there are a lot of spaces available for you, and single input, a frog and lion fighting with each other, frog is bigger. This is the input I have given some time back. I was able to generate images in seconds. See the way. Amazing, right? So I can redraw this, I can regenerate the content, I can edit it. See, now what I'm going to do is I want the frog in red color. Now see that this is all stupid, but still okay. We are seeing if the images can be generated that way. So there are cards available for you. They're called model cards available. So this model cards can be used and you can learn how exciting Hugging Face is. Sir, do you have some other example? Can you show code? See, this is newly generated. It has got red features, right? How much time did it take? Amazing, no? Right. You said you will show me a chatbot, sir. Yes, I'm going to do that. And when I say something, it will be done. Okay. How much lines, sir, with Hugging Face you need to write code? I'll tell you. When you go to Hugging Face, Intel has got its own contribution. Intel has contributed a lot into Hugging Face. If you see this, you've got, I'll go to huggingface.co/Intel. Just give me a second. My daughter said, yeah. All right. So now see that Hugging Face and Intel have collaborated, and we have got a lot of sample cards available there, models available there, which you can pick up and start working on. There are multiple models available there. You can pick it up. For example, to build a neural chat, it's going to be very, very simple for you. 10 lines of code, you'll build a neural chat engine. What is that, sir? I'll show an example instead of me talking. That's better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a 3D panoramic image generator. And for that, we have got a model available. It is called LDM 3D Pano, right? So it is such a simple model. What is the code, sir? Very simple. I am using just these 2 lines of code, stable diffusion pipeline, and I am using this as the model. And the prompt is the same prompt. And what I'm specifying the details of the resolution. That's all. When I do it and generate it, within 10 lines of code, we are able to generate very good images with Hugging Face. And also, we are able to get the depth content of it. To generate this separately when you are a coder, I understand professors are teaching this subject. It's not easy task to do. Now we are able to do it, right? So this is such a simple thing. So go and explore. We have got multiple models available, and all those models with respect to Hugging Face from Intel contribution, general Hugging Face, they are very easy to go. And I'm using still the Intel Developer Cloud, Tiber Developer Cloud. Now you said you will go for neural chat engine. Yes, I'll show you the code. A very simple piece of code where I'll show you an example now. This is just run just now. You can see that I'm using a neural chat model called as neural chat 7B-v31. With this model, what you can do is you can designate the model to do a particular work. You are a math assistant. Your mission is to help users to understand and solve various math problems. You should provide step-by-step solution, explain reasonings, and give correct answer. Now, this is the order I have given, the prompt I have given. Now I am telling it, calculate 1 plus 5 plus 10 minus 9 minus 8 plus 78. That's all. This is the code. Simple. So the answer that is generated sometime back is presented here. Step 1, add first two numbers, 1 and 5. Step 2, add next number 10 to the result. Subtract the next number 9 from the result. Now, this is the chat engine that we have built with the neural chat option which is available. Isn't it amazing? All these are available with how many lines of code? See, this is all importing. This doesn't take much time. 2 lines, 3 lines. This is it. And we feed in the prompt. Just 10 lines of code, you are able to build a chat engine. Amazing content this is. So go explore. Only when you explore, you will be able to understand how exactly we can use all this. I've got some Indic LLMs available. So you can see this here. I have generated something. So can you speak in this language is the input that I have fed in. With the Indic LLM, I am able to generate output in all these languages. Punjabi, Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, anything. How many lines of code, sir? Only these many from Hugging Face. Only these many. How much difficult it is, sir? No difficulty. It is very easy. So the model is this. So the world is moving so fast. And these engineering innovations, particularly in AI, are going much faster than ever, right? So please go ahead and start learning all this. I'm almost nearing my end of the session. If you have questions, you can post it or it can be moderated by the organizer. Meanwhile, I have re-copy pasted my YouTube link where I have taught many good things. And you can reach me in LinkedIn. I'm pretty active in LinkedIn. I will also give you my LinkedIn details. You can be in touch with me. Thank you very much. What is the software used by now, Sriram? So I used with just Hugging Face, I used the platform called as Tiber Developer Cloud. I request everybody to go on mute, please. I request Jordan sir, please go on mute.
Is coming from.
Yeah, I used Tiber Developer Cloud for generating the content. The code is written in Python. I used Hugging Face models. I used Stable Diffusion. That's all. You can generate anything. For video, I may have to take a different session where we'll discuss that later. Any other questions? I hope it was interesting. Was it?
There are questions, Sriram. If we have completed, then we can go ahead and take, right?
I'm done with it. I have given the links for YouTube. I have given the links for LinkedIn. I have given the link where you can register for cloud. Everything is shared.
Okay. So, right? The questions, maybe I'll take one by one. The first question is that we do a lot of automation with automation tools, but how is it different from an AI automation?
So AI automation.
It's not connected to the webinar though.
Correct. So automation is simple where you will not have prediction done, you will not have analysis done as in how the data goes wrong or where things will go wrong. But on the other side, AI will help you in prediction, AI will help you in analytics, AI will help you in doing prognostics. So whenever you get into AI, you get a lot more than what is expected in automation. It is just not getting things done. It is getting things done even more brilliantly.
You mentioned about Intel Cloud, and we are fascinated by the amount of document there. But what is the difference between AWS, GCP, Azure? Because they also
a very nice question. Every cloud service has got its own benefits, but when we come to Intel, right, the biggest advantage is the amount of learning materials, and for you to access CPU, GPU, FPGA all in single place. I don't think any other platform is allowing that. To my knowledge, that's the biggest benefit. You are getting shared access, you are getting access for free. The learning materials are available, pre-built models are available, one API is integrated. So when you see all these benefits, I think it is definitely way ahead of rest of the services that we can see.
And the GPU is unlimited available without...
No. It's shared access. So when you want unlimited availability, you need to subscribe and pay. That's what I told you. There are 3 different tiers available. The first tier is a free tier. Second is a premium tier. Third one is an enterprise tier. for a student, for faculty, for beginners, for enterprise guys who are getting into GenAI for the first time, you can go ahead and use the free tier. If you like the services, go ahead and register for it further. Initially, yes, it's free.
Okay. So let me take the questions.
Yeah, it's a tough task too.
Yeah. So one of the question is that while using detailed prompt, in terms of even if the same prompt can be used across all platforms, or is it that different prompts? Yeah. I think it is a very common question.
Yes.
Okay, and I think this is little again a little away from the topic. Can you explain about vector databases?
It's totally away from this. Maybe we need more time for it. So maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
You can ask me a question probably in the email and I can respond to it. Should not be a problem.
Another interesting question is that how realistic are these pictures? It doesn't look very realistic. So
no, it cannot be. No. It cannot be realistic. It is not meant to be realistic because I'm using stable diffusion. Stable diffusion is creative. That's a disclaimer. Stable diffusion is meant for generating creative images and it's not really creative.
So are there platforms where you can create natural photos like camera click photos?
But then you can as well click in the camera. You do not require AI for it. Jokes on the other side. Yes, there are some models which are available that way. Maybe we'll have to explore.
And they're asking very funny question. Maybe they found the usefulness. They say that can I modify old pictures of my grandparents and modify it and all that? I think not.
That's funky. Maybe they should try it on their own.
Okay. Yeah, I think how do we train? Say, suppose we have 1,000 images and 255 into 255. I don't know is that, but can we train about 1,000 images in your platform?
Of course, you can. 1,000 is nothing here.
It's a paid under the free version.
Under the free version, yes, you can try.
Okay. Yeah, I think the questions are more generic. I'm not finding anything which is very specific.
Yeah, if they have any specific question, right, they can reach us through LinkedIn or anything that can really go ahead and reach me through. I'll definitely answer them. Maybe it will take a little bit time, but I'll definitely answer.
Okay, great. I think we are on time, so I will just we'll conclude it with a few little bit about from our end. What is that we do?
Yeah, right. Sure. And thank you very much, everybody, for very active listening. And most importantly, thank you very much, Shinu ma'am, for pulling me in. I really enjoyed the opportunity. You
are still here. I'm
still here.
Yeah, I just wanted to quickly show that. Once.
Sure.
Screen is visible. My screen is visible.
Yeah. Okay.
Though we quickly get on because it was very exciting to host Sriram and very, very useful and inspiring session, I would say. So just wanted to give a little background of us. We are an upcoming private university located in North Bangalore, a beautiful scenic campus with about 15,000 plus students, 2,000 plus faculty, offering about 100 plus courses. In these programs we have created something for working professionals, and that's what we host. It is called Reva Academy for Corporate Excellence. We do series of programs under data science, AI, cybersecurity, cloud technologies, and techno-functional leadership. And the speciality is that like Sriram is consented to be our mentor, and so glad to have Sriram like experts in our programs. We have 50 plus senior industry leaders as trainers and mentors, and that's our difference. Plus the kind of an ecosystem that we have created. So we have the right tools. It could be all now Tiber, I think we should add, but then we have been working extensively on AWS and Azure and Google, and now we have more additional tools that which is getting added. We design programs very high specialized programs, super niche programs in those areas that which we have mentioned. And a lot of it is available in our YouTube videos. Since some of you are coming first time, please watch out for similar webinars and contents that we have posted. And the kind of participants profile is also very interesting, because you will not only learn from senior industry mentors like Sriram, you will also learn from the peers that who would join our programs. So they come from 100 plus marquee organizations, 424 years of technical, 4 to 24 years of experience, and mostly men, and some kind of a diversity. We are trying to improve this. So if any women are watching, please connect with us. We have very, very exciting programs for you as well. And we have a series of partners. So we are an EC Council most sought after partner. We have been awarded by EC Council. We are top partners for Microsoft Azure. We are a Pearson View Center, so we have a lot of exams connected to all top-notch exams. Are also we are partners of. Plus, we do training on all those areas. And there are about 4 to 5 programs that which we run. One is a top-ranked programs in business analytics, which is a master's program, all for fast-rising executives. So these are weekends, online, hybrid programs, in-campus programs, a mix of programs, but very, very limited to those who aspire to really go deeper into what Sriram has mentioned, to actually run your own projects, customize for your problem statement which you bring from companies. That's what we focus on. We have an AI program, which is an MTech or MS in program. And the other track we have is cybersecurity, along with cloud architecture and security. And we also do a series of custom-made bespoke program for various organizations. And that's what we do. I would quickly run you through the AI program, which where generative AI is an integral part of our program. We have been innovating on our programs. So anyone who would come from a software development background or IT background, this program would be very, very interesting for you to look at as a AICT approved, UGC approved, a valid, globally valid program. Starting from the basics of programming to generative AI to 2 certifications, which is Azure DP 100 and AI 102 are part of this program. So that means you will get access to, say, 50 plus tools and an ecosystem that you will get access to. So what we would request you is that we have posted all our social media posts and handles and our website details there. And we would request that all of you please look at these and then walk into our campus. We would love to host you here. Okay, so with that, I think it has been a phenomenal 1 hour that we spent with Sriram, and I'm hoping that you are going to do 2 or 3, 4 things. I think we should check out Tiber and the membership and see whether you can use those learning resources and start building your own chatbots to maybe images or whatever that you want to generate on. Second is that maybe you are connecting to Hugging Face and download all the free resources which are available. And connect with Sriram if you have a very specific doubt. Connect with us with to know more about our programs. What you see as a webinar is only a glimpse of what we do. We have a series of projects which are happening in these areas. Very exciting times, and I'm hoping that you will make the best use of it. So stay connected. We will record. This session is recorded. We will edit further and then share it with all of you who have attended. Plus, we would come with the next webinar, another one again on small language models. We are coming very soon. So keep updated and keep learning. Never, ever, ever stop learning, because this is so exciting times. Just have fun in learning. Okay. So with that, thank you so much, Sriram. It's been absolute amazing session. And very, very memorable webinar. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.